Hello everyone, welcome to Diganti Academy. Dear students, today before I begin my class, I would like to share my experience. So ನಾನು ರೀಸೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ನೋಡಿದೆ. That article was about using robot in teaching. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದುವರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರೋಬೋಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. At the same time, without teacher interface, no teaching is complete. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರ ಒಂದು ಸಹಾಯ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಎಂಥ ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಬಳಸಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಬೋಧನೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಈ ರೋಬೋಟ್ಗಳಿಂದ ಬೋಧನೆ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಸಾರಾಂಶ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು technology can assist teacher but it cannot replace teacher. So with this I would like to begin today's class. Today's topic is There is a Girl with a Track, the second lesson of 10th standard. So here I am with you with a mind mapping technique. So you have already revised the lesson many times, but using different technique bring you a lot of interest. So that is why ನಾನು ಈ ದಿನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಇಡೀ ಪಾಠವನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. So there is a girl with a track. It's a beautiful lesson written by Devan Kanal. It's a very famous short story writer, and he has written this lesson, There is a Girl with the Tracks, under the theme of compassion. What do you mean by compassion? Yes, compassion is nothing but showing pity on others, those who are in trouble. ಸೊ ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕರುಣೆಯನ್ನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬಾಲೇಶ್ವರು ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ರೋಮ ತಂಡ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಆಧರಿಸಿ ಈ ಪಾಠ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಾಠದ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರೋಮ ತಲ್ರೇಜ, ಬಾಲೇಶ್ವರ್ ಮಿಶ್ರಾ, ದಿನೇಶ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಜಯ್. ಸೊ ಇವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕತೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಆ ರೀತಿ ನಾನು ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಪಾಠದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮುಂಬೈ ಔಟರ್ ಸ್ಕರ್ಟ್. ಮುಂಬೈ ಸಿಟಿಯ ಒಂದು ಹೊರಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಠ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ, ಹೋಲ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಟುಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದ railway station. See, the accident took place on 10 December and 2010, and before that accident, what was the condition in that railway station, that he narrated here. So the scene at Metropolitis. So the writer Devan Kanal explained, so what is the situation of mega cities in our country. So most of the mega cities and most of the big cities are overcrowded with the commuters. So commuters means those who work, those who go for work, those who travel to work and come back to their place every day. And again, the situation in that railway station, Roma Tagreja was waiting for train, and the train, the Mumbai suburban train, came there with its 12 packed coaches. ತನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ 12 ಬೋಗಿಗಳನ್ನು ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮುಂಬೈ ಸಬರ್ಬನ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. And it was waiting, it was stopping there just for a few seconds. Then after that, Roma started to settle down. It was overcrowded. ತುಂಬಾ ರಶ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವಳು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಬಟ್ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಶಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಪುಶ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಫೆಲೋ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾನಿಯನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೆಲೋ ಪ್ಯಾಸೆಂಜರ್ಸ್. ತನ್ನ ಸಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯಾಣಿಕರಿಂದ ಅವಳು ತಳ್ಳಲ್ಪಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಉದ್ದೇಶಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಆಕಸ್ಮಿಕವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಘಟನೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ತಳ್ಳಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಶಿ fell down and she was completely knocked senseless. ಅವಳು ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ನಂತರ ಆ ಘಟನೆ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಘಟನೆ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ there was a train opposite of that train, and standing at the door of opposite train, a boy, Baleshwar Mishra, so used to scream and he could not believe. ಸೊ ನಂತರದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವನು ನಂಬಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಘಟನೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಂಬಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ at the same time, the passengers, they scream that there is a girl with the tracks. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕೂಗನ್ನು ಕೂಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕೂಗನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಡೋರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬಾಲೇಶ್ವರ್ ಮಿಶ್ರಾ, ಈ ವೆಂಟ್ ಟು red emergency train and he pulled it frantically. ತುಂಬ ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ ತಡ ಮಾಡದೆ ಅವನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ರೆಡ್ ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಟ್ರೈನನ್ನು ಪುಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಳಿತಾನೆ. And it was still moving, train was not stopped completely. Then he suddenly, before he just jumping from the train, he begged the fellow passengers, come on, let's go and help that girl. But fellow passengers, they did not took volunteer step. So he jumped. He was very different, so he did not wait for anybody's help, and then he jumped from the still moving train and got hurt. He actually got hurt when he jumped from the train, but he did not consider that, but he started moving towards that girl who was fallen little away from the spot. Then after that, so Baleshwar, help of Baleshwar. So this is how you can divide the whole lesson. So before that accident and after that accident, what happens there, and then when Baleshwar came to help that girl, what is the situation? So if you divide the lesson like this, you can remember or recall the whole lesson very easily. So here, look at the situation and the dialects of Baleshwar Mishra. As soon as he come to the girl, he asked her, so I think I am not too late. So these things you have to remember for extract type of questions, ask the type of questions, refer the context type of questions. So ಇವುಗಳನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ತರಗತಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಬಾಲೇಶ್ವರ್ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೂ ಲೇಟ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ತಡವಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್, ಬೆಂಜಿ ಅಫ್ತೀಕೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಓಕೆ ಎಂಬ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ದಟ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಸಮವಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಎಂಬ ಒಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ ನಂತರ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಲಿಫ್ಟ್, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಲಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ದಟ್ woman, girl, and he started to moving towards main road, crossing the railway tracks, and that spot was a little away from main city. It was 5 kilometers away from Mumbai, and then somehow he managed and reached the main road. There he saw a number of innumerable motorists were moving here and there, but they were not ready to help Baleshwar to take her to hospital. Then so before that, here the writer introduces, so when he was lifted woman, Roma Talreja, so the writer introduced the character who is Roma and what she was doing, and who is Baleshwar. So let us see who is Roma actually. Roma Talreja, she was 21-year-old call center executive. She was about 5.2 feet height, and she was 50 kilo weight. She was BCom graduate from Pune, and she had one brother, Dinesh, who was working in a marketing outlet, and then she was engaged with Vijay. And then our routine was, she used to finish her job and then she used to come out to have a cup of coffee at the cafeteria, and she used to plan for the whole next week plannings. And Baleshwar Mishra, who is Baleshwar Mishra? Is he related to Roma Talreja to help her? No, he is completely strange. Then who is he? Let us see. So he was a lanky youngster. Lanky youngster means he was a lean youngster from Mirzapur, Uttar Pradesh. So he was living with his two brothers in Mumbai. He was unemployed high school dropout, and he came to Mumbai to search job, but his job searching was fruitless, so he decided to return to his hometown. So these are the two characters the writer introduced as soon as Baleshwar reached that girl. Then after lifting the girl, he came to main road. There he saw innumerable motorists moving, and they were coming close to him, and then they were just seeing what is happening, and then they were moving away. At the same time, he begged everyone, but it was in vain. Then a tempo truck driver came who was speaking Gujarati, so he came out of the truck and then he helped Baleshwar to put her into the truck. So ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ suddenly a cop came, policeman came, and he suggested take this girl to Airoli, so where you can get her first aid. Then Baleshwar thought, oh, Airoli is somewhat away. It is at least 10 kilometers it is at least 10 kilometer away, so it may be delayed. So I know a closer place, so which is very near to this place, so that we can get our first aid very quickly. So ಆ ಎರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹತ್ತಿರದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಳ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಗನೆ ದೊರೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯವನ್ನು ಅವನು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ನಿಯರ್ ಬೈ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ದೇರ್ he went and then got first aid, and then due to lack of higher treatment, so that hospital told to go to next hospital. Then on the way, Baleshwar asked Roma, what is your name? She said Roma Talreja, and she became unconscious again. So in the middle of that, he also asked, ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಏನು ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ whom can I call? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಅವನು ಕೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಸೊ he got the phone number of Dinesh, brother of Roma, and he phoned him to come to the hospital. The hospital was Divine Multi-Speciality Hospital. They were about to go to Divine Multi-Speciality Hospital. So as soon as they go there, the medical director of that hospital, Dr. Anil Agarwal. So I will tell that point here. Dr. Anil Agarwal, seeing the condition, he did not go through any paperwork. So just he directly took her to ICU and then started the treatment. So this is how Baleshwar helped Roma Talreja and saved her life. And then, so when he admitted Roma Talreja to hospital, he waited till Dinesh and Vijay came, and then he left the place and he revisited the spot where Roma had fallen, because Dinesh had informed him that her belongings are missing. So then he revisited there, and then he collected her belongings from a railway guard. Then the paragraphs of this lesson are so very heart touching. So they have got the real message to the whole humanity. So that is, after recovery, Roma just realized that what would have happened. So what would have happened if Baleshwar had not come there? So I would have bleed to death ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಅವಳು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾಳೆ. And then when he came there to visit Roma and ask her how she is feeling, so then by the time I got a rebirth just because of Baleshwar, I can never repay Baleshwar ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. This is also very important sentence for asked type of questions. Then Baleshwar spoke some words, so very important areas or things of the lesson, that he shared he shared the things like Baleshwar shared his opinion about people of Mumbai. They were not ready to help because they were afraid of being inconvenienced instead of being troubled. ಸೊ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ತೊಂದರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಭಯ ಮುಂಬೈ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದ ರೈಟರ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಒನ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್, even though he was stranger, so why did he help, or why did you help Roma Talreja? He put that he puts his words in a simple manner, that today or that day it was Roma, tomorrow it may be you or me on the tracks, bleeding and alone. So these words are the very important words that we can remember, and if we can learn to help others, so when they are in trouble. That means, so if we help others, those who are in trouble, so we will be helped in our troubles one or the other day. So this is how, children, we can just use this mind mapping technique and recall the whole lesson, so that will be helpful to recall the whole summary and be ready for 4 marks type of questions, 2 marks type of questions, and even RCs and multiple choice questions. Okay children, thank you for watching today's video.